welcome to Finding the Wall, a wholly unserious F1 podcast. So I am Jess, a new but extremely enthusiastic Formula One fan.
And I'm Gabe, who has been hating Formula One for 35 years and will be back to hate it again next year. 36th season of hatred.
Yeah, you've been grumpy.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me why you're so grumpy? I know why.
Oh.
But do you want to talk about right now why you were so because you came over to watch the race yesterday.
Yes,
It is Monday when we're recording this. Came over to watch the races. You were grumpy the entire time.
The entire time. Yeah. Yeah. So I got here. I was already grumpy when I got here. And the reason number one is the season's too long.
You talked about this all day.
The season is too long.
Yeah.
It should not be this long. I should not be watching Formula One in December pretty much. 25 races is insane. No one likes this.
It's 24 races, first of all.
25.
How is it 25? It's 24 rounds.
I don't know. It feels like an eternity.
It's 24 rounds.
But it's going to be 25 next year, I think.
Probably. I mean, I get it because I started watching in May.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my, 20th race or something like that? Because it started in March. The season started in March. So I'm not quite as, burnt out as you are. Plus, this is my first season. So I'm still, in the, learning new things. Yeah. And this is the first time I've ever seen the Qatar race. And so yeah, I get it, though. Because my partner is also getting a little bit burnt out. And he's like, I'm kind of glad that next week is the last race. And I'm like, shut your whore mouth. Because I just want more. But that's just me hyperfixating on this. And it's my first year being a fan.
It was weird before the race. I woke up that day and it was the first day that I woke up and I sat in bed and I put my head in my hands and went, I can't believe there's another race this weekend.
Yeah. Well, it's probably also that there's 3 races back to back to back. So you don't even get a break.
Yeah. And it's interesting because the other triple headers, I'm excited about them because, there's going to be a race every weekend. Like it's not that I hate every single race. Like for most of the year, I'm excited when the race comes. But in order to be excited for something that arrives, it has to go.
Yeah.
It has to leave. It has to go away.
In order for absence to make the heart grow fonder, it has to be absent.
It has to be absent. Otherwise, the heart grows resentful. And my heart has grown resentful, and it grows even more resentful knowing that it is going to be resentful like this at the end of next year, and it's going to be resentful like this at the end of the following year, and etc.
Do you think that part of it is also because the last race used to be Brazil?
That hasn't been the case in a while.
And Brazil was 2 weeks ago, right? So by the time you hit Brazil, your body's just like, I'm done.
No, Brazil, it hasn't been the last race for a while. It also used to be the first race for a bit through my life. So it's not like I think Brazil has a special place in the calendar.
But you remember when they were 12 races, right?
Yeah. Like the 90s were 16.
Wow.
18 races. I think the 80s were still in the 12, 14 something.
What do you think Daddy Liberty's going to do with because they're just going to get more and more money the more races now that especially it's so popular in the United States now. And you know how Americans, we can't get enough of anything. So they're going to make the races. There's not going to be time to make the new cars. Because there's going to be races starting in February. And then the last race is going to be right before Christmas.
Yeah. I think, ever since Liberty took over, the calendar went from 18, 19 races to 25 in 7 years.
Oof.
So they have been adding races nonstop. Because I think 18 when Liberty took over, 17.
Have they mostly been just bringing back tracks that they would shift in and out of? Or are there new races? Because I know Vegas is a new race. That this is the 3rd year of Vegas. So that's just brand new race on the calendar.
Yeah.
So are they doing that with other tracks? Or are they just bringing in tracks that have been cycled out of?
It's a bit of a mix. But a lot of it is new races.
Okay.
There's mix, but in general, new races. There's like Vegas is a new one. Miami is a new one.
Oh, right, Miami.
Yeah, like I don't know. I can't off the top of my head. I can't really think of any other ones that are really, really new. The really, really new ones are going to be in places where auto racing is not really.
I was gonna make a prediction.
Oh my God, predict.
I feel like, so it's 2025 now. By 2030, there will be 6 US tracks.
Entirely possible.
Because we've got 3 now.
Yes.
And Miami and Vegas. Or is Coda also brand new? How long has Coda been around?
No, Coda has been around for like 15 years, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
12.
But Miami has not been around that long.
No.
And Las Vegas is only like 3 years old. So I could see them making a track in like, I don't know, Utah. I don't know. A place where there's lots of space and they can get it for cheap.
Yeah, like this is how, Bahrain and Qatar and China happened. The Abu Dhabi next week is a quote unquote new track because in the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, a lot of these new tracks started to pop up in places exactly like this. It's a place that has a lot of money, that wants the attention of Formula One, that wants the prestige of Formula One, that wants the business of Formula One, and they can just will a track into existence like Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Right? They're just like, we're going to do a street track. Oh, cool. Do you have the streets? No.
No. We'll make them.
We'll make the streets for a street track. It's like, isn't that just a track? No. Right? Like,
I would be into this and having more in the United States. I would be into it if they make the tracks more like Coda and less like Vegas.
Yeah.
Because Coda is a great track. And it's literally because they fashioned it off of 6 other of some of the best tracks. Like they took a bit from Spa, a bit from Monaco, and just kind of put them all together. And it's like, this is Circuit of the Americas. That's why it's such a good race. So if they do that and make other really good tracks, then I'd be into it. But if it's just more like Vegas, I was bored.
Do you want my old man take?
Oh no! I mean, you're gonna give it to me whether.
No, I
want
can't withhold my old manliness.
No, we're professional yappers. Go for it. Go ahead.
No, my old man take is, by and large, if you look at the cool, interesting tracks, they were tracks that were built to be tracks. They were not built to be Formula One tracks.
Yeah.
Very
true.
True. China is a Formula One track. Abu Dhabi is a Formula One track. Bahrain is a Formula One. They were built to receive Formula One, and there's a whole thing that I don't think you know anything about, the Tukadromes.
No, I don't.
And it's a whole the man who
very
used
sexist
to be,
of you to assume though that I don't know anything about.
No, I was just calling you young.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's a whole thing about how the new tracks from the 2000s looked.
Right.
And they were all the same format. Coda being one of them, but it's one of the best ones.
Right.
Of like long straights, hard turn, long straights, hard turn, long straight, hard turns. For a lot of reasons, they ended up being like that. And almost none of them had the juice. Right. So it is a bit of like, if you want to build a track for the spectacle and the grandeur of Formula One, you lose some of the spirit of old tracks. Right. There's a bit of a selection bias there, but Interlagos is 70 years old. Monza is, I don't know, 100.
Yeah.
Right? Silverstone is
but
also...
Interlagos is so good.
Yeah. Because it was just... it's a track. Like, it's lived in. It has gone through all of the steps of slow improvements over the years. It wasn't built as this extremely fancy, ready-made project that, like, this is now ready for Formula One.
Okay.
So
it is an old man take, but I get it. I get it. I guess. Well, should we yap about this fucking race?
This fucking race. Can you believe that it actually happened? That's messed up.
Yeah.
Can't believe that.
So, is it okay if I say my one sentence first?
Yeah.
So, my one sentence for the race is just really loud fart noises. Like, I made like 4 or 5 different sentences for this race, but nothing really captures my feelings about this entire experience other than just Like it's really terrible.
Uh-huh.
I was so mad the entire race for so many reasons.
Are you mad as a Formula One fan, or are you mad as a McLaren fan?
Yes.
Oh, I want to hear both sides of that.
Well, okay. So I'm mad as a McLaren fan
Sure.
because of the fucking strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Um well, okay. Okay. The strategy was terrible. They should have pitted. We know that. Anyone that's listening to this probably watched the race and was also saying to themselves, what the fuck is McLaren doing? They fucked it. They absolutely made the wrong call.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens. They were in 1-2. They specifically said they did not think everyone was going to pit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most people pitted because they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was just like they saw Max pitting and they're all like pit, 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 pit. So I'm mad as a McLaren fan because of that. And I'm mad as a just Formula One fan because it just wasn't a great race.
No.
Just in general.
No.
I don't, this is my first Qatar, but I was just like, all right.
Yeah.
Like that's what I usually do.
That's usually how they are.
There was very little overtaking. And there can be very little overtaking. I'm actually, as a Formula One fan, McLaren bottling their strategy was the only thing that made this at all interesting.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay.
Yeah.
And they had to do 2 stops because of the fucking tires, and which was also dumb. And I'm like, you can't do more than 25 laps on these tires. And I'm just like, you need to get better tires.
Did you learn the lore behind that one? Like that track was exploding tires.
Yeah. I heard a bit about it, and I get it. Like, you don't want to be, it's dangerous for them to have exploding tires. Yeah. So you don't want to have them over 25 laps because the tires might explode. But I feel like this is a solvable problem.
Yeah, but it is part of the impossible task that Pirelli is given every year. I actually saw someone talking about it where the cars are too big.
Yeah.
They're too stable. The dirty air hurts them too much, so they can't race. The strategy is very heavily optimized. The teams have a lot of resources. They can simulate everything, et cetera, so they can predict everything. So every year, Pirelli is tasked with saving Formula One.
They put a lot of pressure on Pirelli.
Yes.
So much pressure.
Because it's the only factor that can throw unknowns into the mix, or the type, other than the weather.
Yeah.
Right? If Pirelli just like, I'll give you great racing tires that are great for a whole race, the sport would suck.
True.
So every year, Pirelli is given I want tires that are high performant, but also unpredictable, that hurt you if you use them for too long, but also don't let them use them, too many of them. It's like they keep, for a decade now, they have been trying to find this magic compound that will make racing exciting. And it goes back to old man take of these cars suck.
Yeah.
These are bad cars. Doesn't mean that Formula One is bad because of that, but it's like Pirelli, they can make a tire that will withstand Bahrain, but they can't make a tire that will withstand Bahrain
well.
Also, Qatar.
Oh, you did it! You did
I did it again.
We listener, before we made a bet of how many times he was going to call this Bahrain and not Qatar.
It has been
so it's twice. It's twice.
They can't make a tire that can withstand this track. They can't make a tire that can withstand this track and also every other track.
Right.
Like it, so you have to come up with a gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when you're driving and anyone that's going faster than you is like going way too fast. They need to fucking slow down. And anybody's going slower than you are like, God, get a move on. It's like one of those things they can't. There's this like ever changing sweet spot depending on where you are, and I know that has to be very, very hard to live up to. And so I get it. I mean, I don't blame Pirelli for this. No. But it was just it wasn't a great race.
Sometimes some years they do fuck it up. But it's just not fair to put the entirety of the excitement on the backs of the tires. Makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Right. So this is how we end up, and to the point of another very boring race, very consequential but very boring race. And harkening back to the season being too long, the 3 last tracks of the season suck.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi is better now, but you have Jessica. It sucked so much for the first, I don't know, 5-6 years that it was in the
I've heard
calendar.
that they like put in a hairpin to try to make things.
They took one
little
hairpin
better.
away. They rounded another corner that used to be like a series of smaller, tight corners, and they kind of rounded it off. I think that is it.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about Abu
Yeah.
Dhabi next week, but yeah. So my one sentence was just like really loud fart noises
Really
for
loud
like
fart
really
noises.
really loud, really long. It needs to be prolonged, like in a fart noises that echo, that reverbs in like a museum is how I felt about this race.
Yeah, the ones that if you actually farted it out, it would discombobulate you for a little bit.
You'd be like, oh,
Like,
is something wrong with me? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
Because I had to watch this race.
Yeah.
What is your one sentence?
My one sentence, and I need to clear my throat.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Because I prepared it.
Nice.
I thought about it a lot.
Nice.
My one sentence for this race is ass.
Which goes hand in hand with my fart sound.
I was very when you were talking about your fart sounds, I was like, oh wow, she spoiled my ass.
I usually do.
Yeah.
Somehow I always spoil your
My
ass.
ass got spoiled.
But yeah, so you agree.
For the same reasons, both as mostly as a McLaren fan.
Yeah.
Because, if it was just a boring race, I'd be like, whatever. If it was in the middle of the calendar, it would have been whatever. But the fact that it's at the end and Vegas was boring, that this one was boring, I'm not looking forward to Abu Dhabi. Other than like, my God, it's finally over. But it's a bad race. My team did its thing again, and I know that it's so, especially in Formula One, it is so easy to judge stuff in retrospect.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Of course.
But when everyone makes a call and you're the only one who didn't make a call.
But here's me turning it around on you like you usually do with me.
Yeah.
That if McLaren had gone in, maybe some other people would have stayed out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone else went in because McLaren did not.
I don't know. The call is made before that.
I don't know. Apparently, the Red Bulls snap decision, and Heather, I forgot her name. She even went up on the podium at the end, and I was just like, hell
Hannah
yeah.
Schmitz.
Hannah Schmitz. Yes. Sorry, not Heather. Hannah. So she made the call like split second.
Yeah.
Box. And,
but like
they
needed to prepare for the box. Like did she wait until McLaren did something? Because they need to come out to the spot, right? So like that takes time.
All of them started getting ready as soon as there was the safety car.
Yeah, so I guess, and then like you all prepare, and then there's the call from the wall to the driver at the pit entry, and there's the classic do the opposite.
Yeah.
Right, of like if the car in front of you stops, you keep going, and if the car in front of you doesn't stop, you go into the pits. So
it was cool seeing 18 cars pitting at one time.
No, extremely chaotic.
It was so chaotic.
And I will say, bad calls, especially easy to judge in retrospect aside, everybody put themselves in so much risk that could have paid off for McLaren if McLaren wasn't cursed.
Yeah.
Because if this was Red Bull and Red Bull had made this call and everybody was like, I think this was a wrong call. Same thing, just different teams. The first round of pit stops when everybody needed to stop on lap 32, something weird would have happened.
Yeah.
Like something crazy would have happened and someone would have crashed and they would have lost time and he would have paid off for Red Bull. Yeah. Or a red flag would have happened when they were in front and like after lap 32 and everybody goes like,
because
it's crazy.
Max is God's favorite princess.
He is God's favorite princess. So like it wasn't a good call, but there were so many ways in which it could have paid off, and none of that came true. And if you're McLaren and you know that this is what your life is like, you need to take that into account. Like, I could be bold, but the God hates me is a valid position.
Yeah.
Right? So don't be bold.
I don't know. I feel like they're always going with like the safest position and that kind of like, I'm just like, show some sort of drive.
Yeah, but
you
this
know,
call
some
wasn't the safe one.
chutzpah.
That's the weird thing. This wasn't really the safest call.
Yeah. But
like, you can tell that it wasn't the safest call because everybody took it.
But they did at the end come out and say, like, we made the wrong call.
Yeah.
Even though in the time they're like, well, they just lost all flexibility. And it's like, I don't care. I saw a meme today where it was I will trade you one blank for another blank. And it was Max's face saying, I will trade you P1 for your flexibility.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Zach Brown is the biggest Max Verstappen fan
probably
out there.
After God.
After God, yeah. God loves Max Verstappen.
Yeah, so then it complicates things so much.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how, what if all of the weird things that might happen next race with the positioning. And the first one that we were talking about is like, what if Max is first, Russell's second, Piastri's third, Norris is fourth?
Yeah.
And that's weird, but that's easy team call.
Yeah.
Like, and it's the kind of one that, like, easy team call, let Lando through. If Piastri doesn't do that, that is blows in, like, coming to trading fists.
Yeah.
In, like, easy. That's crazy.
And Oscar is just going to be like, fuck off.
Yeah. No, it is.
Eat my entire ass.
But then, what if Piastri's second, Russell is third, Norris is fourth?
Yeah. Well, then he's got to get around Norris. I mean, he got to get around Russell first before Oscar can do anything, because he's not going to give up, like.
But if he did,
maybe
your teammate is champion, and you have no shot, presumably. But then, if he does that, Verstappen spins out. Russell first.
Yeah.
Norris second. Like, it's, I don't know. They put themselves in this position
did. The whole papaya rules, fairness, whatever.
I wish I had an easy thing to point to. I don't. It seems to be incompetence, a little bit of apathy, a little bit of disadherence to papaya rules, whatever, right? Like, all of these things culminated with Verstappen doing nothing and having a shot at the title.
Yeah.
But
he's not doing nothing. Like, he's winning the races.
McLaren is losing the races. This is not the same.
You're right. He did say that after this. Like,
yeah.
For this race, McLaren lost the race.
Yeah.
He did not win. McLaren lost.
Yeah.
But for coming from 104 points down to only like 12 points down, like, that was Max.
But also McLaren.
Being an absolute demon.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if he was
McLaren got the double.
Right. Here's the thing.
Last
taking 100 and something points cannot be done if you're taking 7 points at a time.
True.
So you have to be taking more than 7 points at a time.
And he didn't even do it an entire season.
No.
It was like, what, 10 races or something like that, or less? Like, since the break.
Yes. So he had a stretch of what, like 4 victories?
Yeah.
Something like that, he was taking all these points out. You can't, it's 7, first place gives you 7 points. So you can only take 100 something points in 5 races.
It didn't hurt that Oscar just kind of took a break from winning for the past 6 or 7
it's like McLaren
cycles.
McLaren refuses to just clinch the title.
Yep.
Right? And then you have a double DQ. If it wasn't for a double DQ, Lando would have been champion right now.
Yeah. And that's not Lando's fault. But
that's
still,
not Lando's fault. So, like,
drivers don't win the drivers' championship all the time, not because of their fault.
So it is truly being a, like, yeah, he is still Max Verstappen. He's really good. He's been winning the races, but he's also, like, he should have been out so many times. And he kept himself, and he was kept in the running.
Yeah, you're right. It was McLaren's fumble.
Yeah, I know. McLaren therapy hour right now, but man, that's the story of the season as well, right? Yeah. Or the main.
They've had the best machine that has ever been in F1
Mm,
And well,
I don't agree with that, but sure, this year definitely.
this year, yeah.
Yeah, it's and I wish I could point to this is why, because it wasn't just papaya rules, and it wasn't just strategy, and it wasn't just whatever that double DQ was. I don't even know how that gets, what causes that, what department, right? Um, something. The team just can't commit
Yeah.
to winning the championship, and it creates this beautiful, annoying grandstand finale.
Well, at the beginning of the season, you said that you hope it comes down to the
Yes.
last race, and it is.
Yeah.
So you did this.
Yeah, no.
This is all you.
In 2 years, I'll be like, 2025 was awesome.
But now you're like, I can't wait until this is over.
Yeah, yeah. In 2 years, I'll be like, that was very exciting. I got to see, and it was the same thing with every closed championship race that I have ever spectated. But it because you go through the ebbs and flows, especially if you're a fan of a team, or a driver. You go through the ebbs and flows. Like, I can't believe they sucked again.
Yeah.
So,
But shall we get to what we learned?
yeah.
Because I learned that F1 fans, unsurprisingly, some of them are some of the worst people on the planet.
That's what I had written down.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
Is it because everybody's coming after Kimmy?
Yeah.
Ugh.
My notes for what we learned is Instagram fans suck.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like he's had to like turn off his Instagram.
Yeah.
So for folks that just watched the race and didn't like really watch what happened afterwards, Lando got around Kimmy in lap 57 because Kimmy had a bit of a wobble and went wide, and Lando got around him. He had been trying to get around him for like 2 or 3 laps, and Kimmy was just making that the widest Mercedes in the world. But he had a bit of a wobble. He went off track, and then Lando got around him. And then GP said very flippantly, and I don't think he meant it literally,
No.
of course, but he said that Kimmy just let Lando pass. And so people have started coming after Kimmy, saying that he did it on purpose because he wants Lando to win the championship or something. I don't know. I mean, Max Verstappen is basically his dad at this point. So I do not know why anyone would think that, but they've been doing death threats, just coming after him on social media. And I'm like, this kid is 19 years old. He didn't mean to do it. He was on chewed up tires. It was lap 57. Like, he made a mistake and Lando capitalized on it, and leave the kid alone.
Even if Kimi did that on purpose. If you were sending death threats over the results of a Formula 1 race, you're worse than Briatore.
Yeah.
Like, what go, do anything else. Anything else. So it's an insane behavior.
Touch so much grass.
So there, we're going to run out of grass, but I would provide all of it to you.
And fucking Helmut Marko did not help, because after
he rarely ever does.
He rarely does. So after somebody asked him about it after the race, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's obvious he let him pass." So he's just like doubling down on it. And then GP came out and was like, I shouldn't have said this. Like, I didn't mean that he actually let him pass. It was a moment of frustration because letting him pass meant that he was in 4th instead of 5th, which means that Max is now 12 points behind instead of 10, which is actually a big deal when it comes to winning the championship with 1 race to go. So leave that fucking kid alone.
Yeah, it's the same thing of retrospect, is like knowing that this is what happened in social media makes GP's message seem a lot worse. But
but it wasn't.
He was nothing.
He was literally just saying like he just let him pass.
Yeah, it is nothing. Yeah, it's a little bit of, Red Bull being the pro clutching assholes that they are.
Yeah, of course.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah. He didn't mean that Kimmy actually said, let me let Lando pass.
Yeah. He's just making this comment about like, oh, whatever. So while I understand that it's very important for him to come out and say, this is not what I meant and I shouldn't have said that and etc., that's not the problem, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not like
It's
you
so
should think
stupid.
more about your like. I guess you should, knowing that this is what's out there, but it's just absurd that
I'm sure he didn't think that that would lead to Kimmy getting
No.
death threats.
Why would you?
Yeah, why would you?
Like, why would you?
But they came out and apologized. Mercedes had to make this huge like press
Yeah.
release. Toto made a full like, of course he didn't mean to let
Yeah.
him by. And I'm sure Kimmy feels terrible because he loves Max. He was probably trying complete opposite, like trying his best to keep Lando behind him
Mhm.
so that so that he could have fourth, but also like he loves Max.
I think Kimi feels absolutely nothing.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's already
He's not
sociopath.
sad for Max. Yeah, like he was fighting Lando for position
I don't think he's
because
sad for Max, but I think he feels bad about this happening because he's getting all the flack.
I mean the getting that threats aside, like when he made the mistake, the last thing that was going through his mind is like, oh my god, I just hurt first. Like he was fighting Lando because coming in fourth is better than coming in fifth.
Yeah. And he was having a hell of a race too.
Yeah,
he
like
still had a hell of a race coming in fifth.
so he was just
He was in front of George.
defending the position. Well, barely defending the position because the track sucks.
Yeah.
Like he didn't really have to work that hard. So it's just I lost a place. That's all that happened.
Yeah.
Right? He lost a place, but then weird, I don't know. Annoys me as an old fan. It annoys me as a person. It annoys me. Everything is annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I blame Liberty Media. Definitely their fault.
He shut down his Instagram because of it, and I hope he just takes a bit of a social media break.
If I think anything that causes the closure of another Instagram account is a good thing.
No, don't say that.
I will say that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel bad for Kimmy. I don't think any of our listeners would be doing this, obviously, but leave that kid alone.
Yeah. If you did that, stop listening to us. Go listen to a therapist.
While touching some grass.
Take
a remote therapy session in a park.
Find I don't know how you can find a garden gnome therapist, but this is what you need.
Oh, maybe I should get a garden gnome therapist. That'd be a lot cheaper than my actual therapist who's a fucking neuroscientist.
Are you saying that garden gnomes cannot be neuroscientists?
No, I'm just saying that I would rather find a non-neuroscience gnome and pay them $50 a week instead of however much I pay a week for therapy. On that note, shall we get to our championships?
On the therapy note, yeah. Let's talk about our championships.
We've been talking about therapy a lot.
Mm-hmm. So, it's the end of the season. This sucks.
But it does mean that I get to sit with you for another couple of hours to talk about the races that you hate.
Yeah. And then we do it again next week and then never again.
That's not true. We're going to have a wrap-up episode for 2025. We'll keep talking to
you then.
And then you will never see me again.
Never.
Until next March. When it's
going to be my Formula 1 detox.
You're going to pop up and be like, hey, bitch.
Hey, have you seen the new cars?
So shall we get to our championships? Yes. So I had to be a bit creative with all of the championships this week because it was...
Because nothing happened?
Yeah. So you tell me your anger management first.
My anger management goes to Oscar Piastri.
I mean, yeah.
Like, no one in McLaren had reason to be happy. I think he had the reason to be angriest.
Yeah.
Like Lando...
he was... Yeah.
Lando still got what he needed to get.
Yeah. He's the one that lost out.
Yeah.
Like, how did he come in second, but still lost a place in the World Driver Championship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and just the fact that he was angry. I don't think he did or said anything. It's not that, but like, I think he was the person who experienced the most anger.
Yeah.
So that's my vote.
My vote is for everyone but Max and Carlos Sainz. Everyone was mad.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. So, of course, like, Oscar and Lando were pissed because of the strategy. They were mad at the strategy. Hülkenberg was mad because he was mad at Gasly because he took him out. Ollie Behrman was pissed off because of that clown show of a pit that he was still, like, he didn't even get the back tire on and he was still up on the jack thing, and he was screaming and like hitting his steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
It was wild. Charles was angry at the car all weekend.
Yeah.
Lewis was angry at life. Just, speaking of therapy, Lance Stroll, he was mad because he has to look in the mirror every day and see that he's Lance Stroll. He also DNF'd in this race. And then Isaac Hadjar, who's a little hothead anyway, also DNF'd because of a puncture right before the it was like lap 55 of 57 or something like that. I felt so bad for him, and he was so pissed off. So like everyone was mad. Yeah. Nobody had a good time except for Carlos Sainz.
And God's favorite
princess, Max Verstappen, who literally just like sang their way into first and third. But Carlos drove a great race.
Yeah, no, Carlos was as insult to the injury that was this weekend.
Yeah.
Sainz not getting driver of the day is insane.
I wanted to, I don't think that I even know how to vote for driver of the day. So I should have, though, tried to figure out how to vote for Carlos, because
Verstappen did nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Carlos was amazing. He was so happy about it. At the end, he was singing his Smooth Operator. It was very cute.
Yeah.
His, James Vowles was so excited. Everybody was just coming over the radio telling him how proud of them he was. It was great.
Yeah, because that was
good for you, Carlos.
Quite impressive third place.
Yeah.
Right?
He did
I don't
really
know
good
how
job.
it happened, but it was very impressive.
Well, he qualied at, I forgot what he qualied at, but he qualified pretty high.
Yeah.
And he got past a few people, and then of course the McLarens went later, and Oscar got around him, and Lando didn't have time to get up there, so third place.
Awesome. Yeah, no. I miss my rival. Right? I've mentioned that I don't really care. I'm not happy for Carlos. I'm happy for Williams.
Yeah.
Even though this Williams is not the Williams that I grew up watching, it's not the same, but has a name, and I'm happy for my arch nemesis of 1993. Because boy, I hated that team.
Aw.
Right? But then they fell from grace.
Yeah.
And they're just come back.
Yeah. I might be a Williams fan.
I respect Williams a lot.
I might be a Williams
and I'm happy. I want them to come back. I've silently every single testing season, the preseason testing, whenever it starts, for the last decade at least, I'm just hope that Williams this year has a good car. And
now they've secured 5th in the constructors. So hell yeah, Williams.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I learned earlier today that Ferrari would also be 4th in the drivers' championship.
Oh no.
Yeah. If Ferrari was a driver, they would also be 4th.
Okay. Oh, Ferrari. Ferrari.
That one I have no respect for.
Yeah.
By all means, continue to be a clown show.
I just feel bad for Lewis.
Yeah. I think Ferrari should suck every race except Monza. They should win every Monza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they'd win something. That'd be nice. I just like seeing the underdogs, and I know that I haven't been watching it very long, but I know Ferrari are not underdogs. No. But for me this season, I'm just oh man, Charles and Lewis have no light behind their eyes anymore.
No.
And so I don't like seeing that, because I think Lewis Hamilton is a really great driver and seems like a pretty good person. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, speaking of Ferrari, let's talk about most cursed.
Well, who is it for you?
Well, for me, actually, it's not Ferrari. It's McLaren.
Yeah.
But with the caveat is that they put the curse on themselves.
Yes. Yeah.
So they are my most cursed this week, but they did it to themselves 100%.
Yeah. They got that frog. They looked at the frog and said, what if I write my own name? And I put it in your mouth. And it's so shut.
100%.
What if I do that?
Who? That's some old magic right there.
Uh-huh. I'm old. You're old.
Yeah,
we're all old.
They found the old Witcher woman, and they kicked her, even though she said, "I'm going to put a hex on you," and they're just they kicked her again.
Yeah. Um, yeah, the team. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we've
It's
already
been
talked
enough.
about it. Yeah. Who's your most cursed?
Mine is Kimi Antonelli
Oh.
because good race.
Yeah.
Nothing disastrous happened to him other than in the last lap, second to last lap, on the penultimate lap, I kind of do a wobble and I lose my place. And it's the kind of stuff that makes you come out of the car like, oh shucks.
Cheapers.
Yeah, and then
nuts.
and then you sit there
because he's not old enough to curse.
You should only if he puts $1 in the dollar jar. Rats. And then come out of the car, park, shower, debrief, open your phone,
Instagram,
and then see whatever was there, and it's just
yeah.
So yeah, he caught the strays.
He sure did.
So I think that sucks.
Leave that kid alone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about Cuntiest comms?
Cuntiest comms. Also another thing that didn't really happen this race.
Yeah.
What a boring time.
Yeah. Well, my Cuntiest comms, like I watched all of the comms today. Because F1, I don't know if it's Formula One or Paramount Plus or whatever, actually puts out a YouTube video of all the consequential comms. Yeah. And it was so like, there was so much like code because they didn't have enough to fill the 14, 15 minutes or whatever. But at the very end, when they tried to talk to Oscar after the race, and he literally said, speechless. I have no words. And that is it. Like, that is all he said.
Great pace, buddy. You had the pace to almost make up for a shitty strategy. Have you thought about that? That's awesome.
Oh, gosh.
Because, like, they gave him a 20-second disadvantage.
Yeah.
And they put
him on hard tires.
And he finished 9 seconds behind. That meant that he would have.
Yeah.
It's not that easy of a math, but like that was a 7-second victory.
Yeah. I was watching I forgot his name, but he also does YouTube videos where he literally just does analytics of the race. Yeah. And if Piastri, not even worrying about Lando, had pitted when everybody else pitted, he would have won this race by like 22 seconds.
Yeah.
Or something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's possible.
And yeah, so it was Oscar. He was
and Norris would have been second.
Yeah.
Because they had the pace.
Yeah.
Probably at least like it's very easy to defend in Qatar. So
why didn't they put soft tires on him at least?
They will use softs, and I don't know.
Yeah.
That is the only factor I can think of. Is just like I think they're gonna fall off a cliff way too quickly. And everybody else is having a good time with the hards.
But he only had like 13 laps to go instead of the 25.
I have to assume that they thought that the tires were going to come, go off a cliff very quickly. I also don't understand why the second stint on mediums are so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't get that one. They were using mediums before, it was fine.
I don't know.
And then they go to the second pair of mediums and it's like, nah, that one sucks.
I'm starting to think that I know strategy better than McLaren now, which is not true.
It's extremely easy to think that. So,
but yeah, what about your
mine? Oh, real quick, those Bass Radio Comms video suck.
Why?
They're mostly silent, which is wild for a Bass Radio. A lot of it is just silence.
Yeah.
Right? And
otherwise you have to listen to like the onboards from every single person, and it's mostly just fucking code.
Yeah, but it's like if you're gonna put together the Bass Radios things, have the radio messages. A lot of it is just silence, and also they don't put it in the transcription.
No, they don't. They used to do transcription. Yeah. It was like big on the screen. I've seen the ones from years past.
Yeah,
and no, they don't do that anymore.
So I don't understand what the purpose is because you have to sit there and listen to 70% silence to get a sense of the quote unquote Bass comms. I think those videos suck, but I watch them too because I need to know what happened.
Yeah,
but
grumpy ass.
Yeah, another thing that also sucks. But my Cuntiest comm was actually the Stuart Leclerc, the going check George every lap.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Just keep an eye on George.
Yeah. There were track limits happening left and right.
Yeah.
I don't think did anybody get like an actual 5? Yeah, Albon. Albon got a 5
for
second.
track limits?
Yeah, but like a few different people got the black and white flags for it. But yeah, Alex got a 5-second penalty.
Okay.
And some folks got penalties and then they didn't serve them properly, and so they had to do it again. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Best overtake.
Go first.
Okay. Well, I got a little bit creative because it is, I was going to say it is Bahrain. It is Qatar. So I had to get a little bit creative. So I actually changed it to most consequential overtake.
Oh, all right.
Other than best, because there weren't any like good overtakes that I saw really that I was like, oh, look at that. And it was the Lando on Kimi in lap 57.
Yeah, that was by far the most consequential.
Very consequential. It wasn't like exciting because it was like just Kimi went wide into the gravel just a little bit, and it was just enough for Lando to get past him. I mean, he had DRS for like 2 or 3 laps off and on, so it was very easy for him to just be like, oh, mine now, P4. So
yeah, it was exciting in that like, oh my god, he's P4.
Yeah,
but yeah. Mine is the trophy goes to McLaren overtaking everyone in reverse to lose positions. And I think that's the kind of groundbreaking move that makes a great team. You know, they figured out like, what if we just overtaking backwards? You know, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for them.
Good for them.
Congratulations, McLaren.
They're getting a lot of our championship awards tonight.
Yes.
So, you know, I'm sure that's all that they actually care about. Best wall found. It's our last one.
I don't have anything exciting. But it was consequential. The Hülkenberg and Gasly accident.
Yeah, I said Hülkenberg too, because he's the only one that really like went out. And I said that he took a Frenchman to the ribs. That's my new favorite thing that you said last week, that Stroll took a Brazilian to the ribs. And I was just like, he sure did. This one wasn't even like as cool of a crash. Not that I want a huge crash, because I never want anybody to get hurt. But he just kind of tapped him and he spun out. And I feel bad for Hülkenberg.
Yeah, he was having a good race.
Yeah, and he was doing some battles and he was taking some places, but then like,
he was carrying the excitement like on his back until he found a Gasly.
He sure did,
and then changed the fate of the championship. Maybe
it's wild. It's crazy with those like couple of points from him being in 5th to 4th.
Yep.
Like, but who knows?
And it might mean nothing.
It might mean absolutely nothing. Yeah.
Because it will come in next weekend and Lando is, you know, fast in the practice, fast in qualifying, wins the race. None of this matters.
No.
But if Max is champion by 4 points, then it's a like Hülkenberg title.
I wonder if McLaren will not McLaren. I wonder if Red Bull will send Hulk some flowers.
I actually now wonder if they sent something to Latifi. I don't think they did.
Oh, back in the day?
In 2021. Because Latifi gave Verstappen his first title.
Yeah.
So, well, Michael Masi, I wonder if Red Bull's flying Michael Masi to Abu Dhabi. Like, hey,
here you go.
Do you want to be a steward again? You were so good last time that we were in this position. Yeah. Do it again.
Do it again. And that was it. That was Qatar.
There's one more.
There's one more?
Yeah. Abu Dhabi.
Oh, one more race. I was like, one more championship? Like,
no.
We went through all of our championships.
We can get through this.
We can do it. It's one more week.
We can get through this. If McLaren isn't champion, if Piastri isn't champion, you're gonna have gone through almost all of the emotions.
I don't think Piastri is going to be champion.
That would be hard. I
feel like it's probably going to be Lando, of course, but maybe something crazy is going to happen. And
has happened twice.
Yeah. And maybe it'll be Max.
You know what I think?
What?
I have this, I can't really justify it, but I have this feeling that if Piastri finishes first, he's champion.
Oh.
If I don't know, because I don't know, my brain is like almost every single time that, especially since the break, that one of the McLarens does well, the other one doesn't.
Okay.
So like a Max
I was
first,
like, because it's not going to matter if
No.
Oscar is first, if like Lando's second.
yeah, but the thing is, like, if Max is first, I don't actually know if he's going to be champion because it depends on Lando not doing well.
Yeah.
Right. But if Piastri is first, there's this thing that was like, if I think if he finishes first, he's champion.
Okay.
So in my headcanon, it is up to him.
Okay.
It is
We'll
not up
see.
to Verstappen.
We will see.
Like, Verstappen needs something. Piastri only needs himself. That's my weird feeling.
Okay. We'll see what happens next
Yeah.
week because we'll be back after
We'll be back.
Qatar. Oh, wait, no.
Uh-huh.
After Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And you're going to be so tired. You were grumpy this week.
The whole. Yeah.
You were going to be so grumpy next week.
Yeah, but it's going to be over.
Yeah.
It'll be over, and we're going to have something to talk about that is like, oh, this is how things went, and also McLaren sucks. You know?
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a great race.
I don't think I've ever seen a good Abu Dhabi.
Well, I've never seen an Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stay hopeful.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe it will be a good race.
Maybe it'll be a good race.
And then there's no more F1 until next year.
Oh my God, so good.
I'm going to miss
That's
it.
the life.
I'm going to miss it. I like it.
That's the
I
life.
like having this like weekend sort of ritual of paying attention a little bit to
Yeah.
practice on Friday and then watching quali on Saturday and
Yeah.
then like the actual race
It
on
is.
Sunday.
It is. As my grandma would say, anything in excess will either tire or bore you.
Yeah.
And she was 100% right about that, which is why I say it all the time until everyone gets annoyed at me.
You say it to excess
Uh-huh.
and then we get tired of, and bored of
and
you?
bored, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, folks, if you like this podcast, please like and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. A review also goes a really long way, and so we'd really, really appreciate it. So you can follow me. I'm on Blue Sky at caketease.bsky.social. You can't follow Gabe, unfortunately.
No, if you follow me, I don't think I have anything funny to say this time. But if you follow me, I'll make the Formula One season 37 races long.
Yep, and nobody wants that.
No one wants
I'm sure
that.
some Liberty Media would want that.
Yeah, but they suck.
Apple would want that.
Follow me, Liberty Media.
Disney would want that.
Oh my God.
and yeah.
I guess all that's left is acknowledgements.
Yep.
Should I do the acknowledgements?
Please do the acknowledgements.
I'm going to acknowledge.
Fantastic segue.
I'm good at segue.
You're good at segue.
I'm going to acknowledge that this podcast is part of the Stupid Little Podcast Network. It is hosted and edited by Gabe Koski and Jasper Dew.
Unfortunately.
If we could find replacements, we would. The theme music is by the irreplaceable Baird Russell.
Yep, he's the only good thing about the podcast.
Everyone else is a McLaren.
100%.
Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next round. Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
The end.
The end.
The end of this. Who's gonna be champion?
It's Max.
Hmm.
It's gonna be Max.
Okay.
Who's
Lando.
gonna be champion? Lando?
Lando.
I mean, probably Lando,
Yeah.
but I would like for it to be Max. Because he is God's favorite princess. There might be an earthquake that opens up and just takes the entire McLaren garage.
Yeah.
Only the McLaren garage.
Yeah,
though.
and then they dust off the rule book and they find out that if one of the boxes isn't there, the team is disqualified.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.